guys. Zabel was like the godfather, okay? We love him. He's been around for a long time now.
What's your name? What's your name? Zabel? Ooh, that's different. What's your name? What's your name? Zayla? Ooh, that's
Using Robinhood Gold to get 4% APY. APY high yield cash. Sign up now.
Pampers Swaddlers keep everybody had a happy. All right, today we're gonna talk about loved one that passed away. One of my brothers, out of the last three of us, passed away. Mr. Ernest Popcorn, and we had his brother week before last, which was Maurice Davis. So all of us have lost some prized possessions in the last month or so. We have had 12 burials out from our community. So I just want to give the family some sympathy, and everybody else that's going through something right now. We want to, just put a prayer up for the world. All right, so we're going to give a moment of silence to the people and the loved ones that we have lost, and we're going to take this show to another level today. So we're going to do a moment of silence, and then we'll be on the show. Amen. 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 All right. Now, back to the show at hand. For the love of money, it's really miraculous how people will do things, just for that dollar. To where, you got people who will cross their loved ones out. You got people who will, put things in perspective, out of character, without thought. You got people who respect money so much to where they forget about people. Sometimes we can get so wrapped up in money to where we'll forget about loved ones, we'll forget about spouses, we'll forget about the kids, we'll forget about everything but the dollar. The almighty dollar, in some aspects, does rule. And the Bible states, what is a man to gain the world and lose his soul? We living in a day and a time to where I feel, this is my opinion. Y'all know I speak on my opinion. To where people are respecting money other than persons, other than other people. And it's sad because that means you selling your soul to the devil. Money is the rule of all evil. Remember that. That is a true metaphor. People have sold their souls to have fame, fortune, to feel like they are somebody. We got people walking around in this day and time now who's serving gods that they don't have a clue as to who it is or who it can be about. We got young men and young women walking around every day with beads on. And they are worshiping the beads as if the beads really can help them. It's whatever society that is, I don't want no parts of it. I don't want it around me. I don't want it in my company. Because if you can symbolize a bead, just go get your pack of black-eyed peas and symbolize some beans. At least you can cook them eventually and make a meal out of it. You'll get something out of it. You got people who actually believe in all of this witchcraft. I'm not saying it don't exist somewhere. It's possible. But why believe in something that you don't have no education on whatsoever? Knowing. Educate yourself. If you're gonna believe in something that's supposed to be beneficial for you, educate yourself on it. Find out what it's about. Find out what the symbols of it is. Find out what it symbolizes. You know, and you got people who's doing it for monetary gain. You know, you have fortune tellers you can go pay. They do a reading, tell you, you know, this, that, and the third, so forth and so on, and you know, you buy into it. Sometimes you buy into it. Sometimes you lose faith of God and believe in something that somebody's telling you that you told them. You know, we got to make some of this stuff make sense. You know, but the money plays a big role in it. You know, if you're doing something spiritual, if you're being led to follow something on a spiritual level, why you got to pay for it? Why do you have to pay for it? I see young men, you know, our youth is the biggest condoners of this bead society, as I call it. It's a bead society. You know, and I have seen people that are so wound up in it. They'll say, don't touch my beads. They don't, you know, you touch them. The people who put them in the pack that your necklace and your wristbands and your bracelets and your rings were made out of, they touched them. But what does it do for you besides make you spend your money? If it's something that's powerful out there, it ain't but one thing I needed to tell, man. That's what the Georgia lottery gonna be. That's what the Powerball gonna be. That's what's the Mega Million gonna be. You know, it make me a believer. Make me a believer for the money. Make me a believer. You know, we have people who go against the grain, all because of somebody else's fame and fortunes. You know, let's make it make sense. I wouldn't want to hang with a millionaire, and I'm not trying to be one too. I wouldn't want to hang with a thousandaire, and I'm not trying to be one too. I'm not being put in a position to be one. People will sell any and everything for the love of money. Right now, we're being controlled throughout the world. And all the control is about money. It's about money. We living in a system right now where our president is doing a tariff. And the tariff is to make other people or other manufacturers that's selling us goods and services do it in a cheaper form, in a better service, in a better manner to where it can benefit us for a change. And a lot of people have bought into it because they see a profit. They see a profit in it, a big profit. So they're willing to go through any steps, any boundaries, jump any hurdles, run up any cliffs, run up any mountaintops, the whole 9 yards for that personal gain, which is for the money. What about the people who can't do it? What about the people who are not able to do it? What about the people who can't afford to do it? What about them? When are we going to think about those people? You can ride down Pryor Road of Atlanta. You can ride down Peachtree Street of Atlanta. You can ride down Whitehall Street of Atlanta. You can ride down Central Avenue of Atlanta, Memorial Drive of Atlanta, and see homeless people everywhere. Everywhere, living in tents, living up under the bridge, living in cardboard boxes. They people too. Let's use some of this built up money and get them somewhere to go. Let's make the money work for the people who really needs it. It's not a profit in that. That's why ain't nobody contributing to it. It's not a profit in it. But we have people that's going back and forth to court every day, every other week, every other month. And the whole issue is about money. What about goods and services? What about that? Let's don't forget goods and services. You got people that's being laid off of their jobs. And they're being forced to leave their jobs for the love of money. Let's make it make sense. And if they refuse to accept the money, they just asked out. You got some people who have built their lives around their jobs. That's their livelihood. That's how they survive. Did anybody consider that into me? That some of these people have worked 10, 20, 30, 40 years, 50 years, 60 years on the same job, man, and now you taking it away from them. And offering them a one lump sum to leave their job as if the money is not going to run out eventually. Who's benefiting from it? The people who love the money. The people who loves the money. Our politicians are playing a game of who can beat who. And it's all about the mighty dollar. Now it's done. Now it's in our society. Hey man, we in trouble. If everybody get caught up in the love of money, we in trouble. We already got kids running around with guns every day, doing whatever, whenever, however, to whoever. It'll get worse before it get better if we make them believe that the money is where it's at. They're going to start robbing people. They're going to start robbing stores. They're going to start robbing banks. They're going to start robbing a whole lot of shit if we make them buy into the love of money. We already losing control. We done lost control. We putting these bullshit scare tactics out to make them gang members, but that's still for the love of money. You call a black man a gang member when he commit a crime. You call a white man insane when he commit a crime. You call a Mexican a terrorist when he commit a crime. You call the Pakistanians a terrorist. You call the Afghanians, you call everybody else a terrorist when they commit these heinous crimes. But who always pay the price? The black man. The black man always pays the price. Everybody else has a legitimate alibi. Really? That's how this shit go. But when you walk in a courtroom, you looking at black on black crime. It's not just in the street, it's in the courthouse too. It's in the courthouse too. And it's all about the money. The person with the most money gets the leeway. The person with no money gets sent clean up the river. Because he can't fight. Gotta have some money. Gotta have some money. Money makes the world go round. But in this day and time, all of the money that's in circulation in the world today is not good money. It's not good money. So we gotta step up. Somebody gotta step up and make a stand. Because if we don't, man, the money is the rule of all evil. Everybody crying about how President Trump is doing this and doing that and the other. Stand up for it. Don't just talk about it. Stand up for it. Ain't nobody standing up because it's something in it in the end that helps them line their pockets up too. That's why. That's why. You know, we got to pull a whole lot of assets away from society like it once was. I like back in the 70s and 80s when it was a purpose. We got in the 90s and things started going sideways. We got in the 2000s and everybody went crazy. Everybody has gone crazy. Who would have ever thought that you can be in the state of Georgia, in the city of Atlanta, and drugs be so freely exposed in our communities and neighborhoods to where everybody has it. Everybody smoking, everybody drinking, everybody popping this and popping that. Somebody had to put it down here for 'em. It's about the money. But who gets the blame for it in the end now? That's what we better start paying attention to. Who's going to get the blame for it in the end? The person that they put it down here for, the people that they put it down here for, the race that they put it in our society for, which is us. Which is us. We looking at a system where our governor said you have the right to carry a firearm without a permit or a license. But I done seen so many black men get pulled over in a car, police found a gun, or they stop them on the street, police found a gun, run their name, see that they got a history, and the first thing they say is, oh, you're a convicted felon with a firearm. What the fuck that got to do with the price of coffee? The governor he didn't put a stipulation on it when he put the rule out there. He said you got the right to bear arms without a permit or a license. So what being a convicted felon got to do with it? Make it make sense. It's always an ace in the hole on the black man. It's always an ace in the hole. Now you have to go through all this extracurricular shit to try to straighten something out, and you still wind up losing. But you be done spent money. You be done spent that money now. You spend money in the prison system, whether you going to the store, making bond, or paying a lawyer. Either way, the system win. It's all about the money. You got athletes that are being asked to put their money in the penal system to make money. And some of them going for it. You got a lot of pro athletes owns parts of prisons, parts of the commissary that goes to the prisons that's being sold in the prisons, the whole 9 yards. It's all about the money. Damn the people. Let's get the money. That's basically what they saying to us. We got to make it make sense. It only makes sense for other minorities except ours. Except ours. You got some officers out here who will pull a black man over, young, however, it can be middle-aged, whatever. If they got some marijuana in the car, he getting a charge. Huh? Really? Then you got some officers who don't do that. I'm not saying all officers ain't assholes. All officers are not assholes. All officers are not bad officers. Some officers are good officers who come to work every day and try to make it back home every day. But they're not just out here labeling people. Then you got those who are out here, they done labeled you from the word say go. But you the one got to spend the money to get yourself out of it. You want to either spend the money or take a deal. One of the two, they gonna win. If you lose by taking a plea, which that's what you do, we lose when we take pleas. We lose. Because the deck is stacked against you because you ain't allowed to do shit. So you lose. On top of you losing, guess what else you have to do? You have to pay for losing. Because you have to pay a probation fee, parole fee. Then you have to pay for the person that's monitoring you. You have to pay them. All that come out of your payment. For the love of money. It's about the money. But they'll be quick to tell you the city ain't got no money. I can't tell. Everything we do in the city costs us. Money is being spent every day in the system. Every day. Maybe of 10 out of 12 people keep their hand out the cookie jar, it'll be some money to pay for something and get something done. Everybody can't stick their hand in the damn cookie jar and think the money gonna stay up. But we strive on it. So the fine print is we gonna steal the money, and then we're gonna go out here and lock up enough people to where we can count for the money when we get caught. That's how it go. But as long as we stealing it and the good is good, hey man, we're gonna keep doing it. Criminal means criminal. It is no particular criminal. Criminal means criminal. They just describe it different. See, when you do it in the business world, in corporate America, It's called embezzlement. I don't give a damn what you call it. It's still criminal. It's still stealing. Steal is steal. I don't care how you try to dress it up. Some people get greedy. They have it going so well, and then they just get greedy. And that's what ruined them, the greed. But it's all about the what? It's all about the money. The OJs couldn't have made a better song. The OJs made that song. Hey man, that's a true, direct, straight to the point song for the love of money. We gotta break that. We gotta get the system back. We gotta get our lives back to being people, living to be who you are. The competition is heavy now. It's heavy now. And everybody's feeding into the competition. Ain't nothing to compete about. The Jones has been doing them since the Jones has been in existence. Do you? You can live and be happy with your lifestyle. Cause watching the Joneses trying to live their lifestyle, your ass looking through a window that has a steel door behind it. What you think you seeing could not be true. It just look good. They making it look good. Fall in love with something that's beneficial. Falling in love with money is not beneficial unless you're gonna make it benefit you. If it can't benefit you, don't fall in love with it. It's not a good love. That's not that love you want. That's not the love you need. Anything you do should benefit you some kind of way. Not just for one purpose, but for multiple purposes. It should benefit you. When you know you don't have a team. When you go see a baseball game or a football game or a basketball game, a tennis match, you see people out there, that's their job. That's how they get paid. That's how they eat. It's our entertainment. But we pay for it. We pay for it. You see star athletes, regular athletes that, that 13 man on the bench who we never hear about unless he do something extra spectacular when they do decide to put him in the game. Or that 12th man off the bench in a football game. When we see them and they get their time to shine, they shine. And it's not for the paycheck, it's because they want that it's their moment. But the guys out there playing for the paycheck, they giving us bullshit. They play when they get ready. They got the money. It's in all aspects of corporate world. Not just America, worldwide. And that's what our society has made us become a statistic in. Everything we do, we just, it's not for no game but one, and that's money. Long as we making the money, that's all that matters. What about your morals? What about your standards? What about who you are? Let your character keep speaking for you. Your character is what gets you paid. Bad character don't get you paid, but in certain levels. And it's because it's required to be like that. So we're gonna put for the love of money in a whole lot of aspects, but let's start making it worth our while. Let's not do it because we're trying to impress somebody. Ain't nobody impressed. Everybody trying to get some. So who in the hell is impressed? If you want to impress somebody, let them see you do something that's going to be positive. Let them see you stand 10 toes down on something that means something. Let's put that same energy in trying to build other people up and not just you and certain people. Try to build everybody in your circle up. You'll get better results. You'll make more money. You'll see more loyalty. Damn friendship. Want to see some loyalty. You know, back in the day, our parents used to tell us, friends eat shit and run rabbit. It's still like that today. It's just worse. It's worse today. Because they showing it now. They putting it right in your face. They letting you see that home. The only reason we dealing with you is because of your dollar. Without your dollar, we wouldn't give you a conversation. You wouldn't even know how to contact us. So think about it. Consider the people that you are around every day, that you are calling, you know, as y'all say, friends. Hey, man, everybody should be bringing something to the table. That's how you eat. But when you love the money like that, you don't think about nobody but one person. You don't think about nothing else but one. You have the Nino Brown mentality. I don't trust a motherfucker. That's the wrong way to be. Remember what happened at the end now. Remember what happened at the end of New Jack City now. It's true. It's reality. It's a movie, but the narrative is true. Look at what happened to y'all boy y'all love to look at. Scarface. When we respect the money more than anything else, it turns us into animals. It turns you into an animal to where you hate yourself. Money can make you hate yourself. Trust me, it can. Sometimes you can get money so fast it'll scare you. To where you'll start not believing in your damn self. It's too real. It's too real. But once always believe this though, anything that come fast, go fast. Trust me. If you think it's a lie, I want everybody to go to the store and get you $101 bills. Or just get you $100 bill. and take it and put it up somewhere. Put it up somewhere in the house. And then I want you to say this to yourself. I'm not going to touch it. By no means necessary. The only way that money going to last you and you ain't going to spend it, guess what you can't do? You can't go outside. If you step your ass outside that door, when you come back in the house, you're going to be $100 short. And I'm going to tell you why. Y'all know Big Jeff going to tell you why. It's going to be because your inner conscience going to make you spend it. And because your inner conscience is going to tell you, every time your ass go to a store, every time you go to anywhere you need to eat, you want to eat at the whole 9 yards. As soon as you walk in that store, you're going to say, well, shit, I'm going to get me a bag of chips and a soda. Something that mediocre. And they going to ring it up, tell you it's $5 or $6. You're going to say, cool, pay for it. God forbid you need some gas. And I'm talking about gas to put in your car, not the gas you put in your lawn. You're going to ask for a 10 or a 20 on whatever pump you're on, the whole 9 yards. And then that's when that little man going to tap you on your shoulder and sit there and talk to you. You're going to say, well, shit, I done spent $30 already, but it's cool because I got 100 at home. Yeah. Now you got to eat because you're going to get hungry. Now you're outside. You got to eat. You don't stop. And God forbid you with somebody. You're in the company of some of your peers. Because see, now it's competitive. Hey, man, we're going to go to the Mexican. We're going to go over here to the JJ's. We're going to go over here to the wing spot. We're going somewhere and get something to eat. There go you another 20. That little man going to come and sit on your shoulder again. This time he ain't going to sit down. He's going to stand up and whisper in your ear and say, you know you got $100 at home. You done spent the 50 now. Long story short, if your ass stay outdoors till the next day, when you go back in the house, that 100 gonna be the 100 your ass spent. So how you saved it? You can't save it because now, if you ain't got no money in your pocket, what you finna do? You finna reach up there on that shelf or in that sock or in that jacket pocket, wherever you stash that little lousy $100 at, and you finna get it. Because you need it. The only way you can save your money is you got to be able to account for it. That means you have to have something else in place that can make you not have to even have that thought. That's something hard to do. That's hard to do when you go outside. I don't know nobody that goes outside don't spend no money. Now we got some people who good at living off the land, because they'll be outside and they'll borrow from your ass all day and save their money. That's how they saving their money, because they can come outside and live off of the land. You got some people who master that. They live off the land every day. And they don't have a shame in it. Why should they? Why should they? Because you are the one in impress mode, not them. You trying to impress somebody. They ain't trying to impress nobody. But that's what happens when your love for money overrules your morals, overrules your character. That's the shit that you do. That's what happens. So, our sister Shanita was stuck in traffic. They had an accident on 20. That's the reason she's not here. Let everybody know that. But she's 9 times out of 10, she's listening to the show. She know what the show was about. She know what it's about. So, that's all the marbles in the game that's been knocked out the ring. So we're gonna end the show today. I'm glad to be back this week. We gonna bury my loved one next weekend. We'll be burying my brother, which is, one of my oldest brother, which all of them are older than me. I'm the baby boy. So it was 3 of our siblings left, so now it's only 2. Me and brother BJ, Uncle BJ. So we're going to try to keep this lifeline going. We got nieces and nephews who can carry on all of the aspects of this family, along with our children, grandchildren, so that's why it's time for us to bring your families back together. We got to get our families back together and have some reunions again. Let's go back to having family reunions. Because now it's time for the grandchildren and the great-grandchildren and the great-great-grandchildren to find out who they're related to. That's a lot of what'll stop all this bullshit that's going on in the streets of Atlanta. These kids are running amok because they don't know who they belong to. It's a sad situation when kids have issues with each other, and then something happen or something take place or whatever, and then they find out, damn, my family know that family. We related. We got them so close, our families are so close knitted, it's just like we related. So no one in Atlanta, nobody in Atlanta should be running around saying shit about a op. Because it could be your relative. It could be your relative. So we gotta, it's a lot that we can do as the veterans of of the streets of Atlanta that can break that cycle. And the only thing we got to do is put something together, man, and bring our communities back together. I keep speaking on this. We got to do this. I hate to say this shit, but since everybody consider us that anyway, all of us OGs got to get together and bring the communities back together. We'll be an OG. We'll be an OG. If that's gonna make y'all feel better to be able to say we OGs, we'll be OGs. All of the OGs of Atlanta, we need to get our ass together and have a powwow and put something together so we can bring our neighborhoods back together. Let's do that. I done put my phone number out there a few times. Let's put it together. I don't mind y'all coming to the studio and we can sit down and we can talk about it live. We can talk about how we can put some things together live. I welcome y'all to come. I welcome any other fellas to come that's got something to say, that got something to add to, anything that's going on right now we discuss. I honor that. I honor that deeply. But we need to start trying to do something to bring our communities back together. ASAP. We have a lot of venues we can go to. We have a lot of, we got studios. Everybody we know damn near got studios now. We can meet right here in No Days Off Productions, which is also called the Warehouse Studios. You can come over here and have your party. You can come over here and, rent the place and do your thing. People come and rent this place out. Look it up on the internet. You'll see it. You'll see it. It's called the Warehouse Studios. Get together. It's ducked off. You ain't got to worry about all the extra. Because if and I'm going to make sure I say this. Come over here with the bullshit, you're going to jail. Because we ain't going to let you come over here and mess this place up. It means too much to us. The Cobb County do not mind rolling up on you. You going to jail. So when you come over here, be mindful. Be mindful. And we ain't scared of you neither. So be mindful. We gonna keep it pimping, as y'all say. We're gonna have a good time. Hopefully everybody enjoy themselves. And we'll see y'all again on the next bar mitzvah. Nephew always has something going on over here. Trust me. And I guarantee you, if you come through to one of the events, you will enjoy yourself. You will have fun. You will leave in peace. Not resting in peace, you'll leave in peace. Straight up. So this Big Jeff and my sister Sanita, and I hope she's, making her way through the traffic. And this is No Days Off Radio Production. And Big Jeff with the #1 show in the land. Nothing but the truth. And we out. Back here over there to the house. That motherfucker come to the door, nephew. That motherfucker talking to me through the door, boy. I said, I'm standing there looking at that goddamn screen, you know, like, this motherfucker don't think I was some change with this motherfucker and smash this motherfucker down, man. You know? I say, man, my brother, you know, he told me to go there and get it before he went down.
Yeah.
I say, man,
did that to